Okay. Hi guys. Hope you like my video and subscribe to it if you haven't already. That is. I am gonna show you something that I found out just recently, like a couple days ago, because it's a brand new store that just got added to Calgary, in a way. If you haven't been to Calgary, that is. There's a store called Open Shop or Open Stop, I mean. And so, like, basically, it's almost like a convenience store in a way where they have, like, almost close to a 7-Eleven thing, but the prices are super low. Like, I'm talking like some things could be like $4 or $3, something like that, right there. Yeah, so the one thing that I know for a fact off of watching a YouTube video, that is, um, that is, yeah. So the one thing that I learned off of a YouTube video is that um, there is a brand of a drink that you get in the United States, and you can only get it in the United States, from what I've seen. But what I just found out 3 days ago about a store, um, there. Nope. Okay, this thing is really dumb. There. All right. Um, okay. So, yeah. So there's a store that's just added to Calgary. If you don't live in Calgary, you've heard about Calgary Wise and the Stampede and all that kind of stuff. There is a new store that just opened up 3 days ago, so I knew somewhat of that department. And so there's a drink that's a lot of people tend to use um, to help with their videos in a way. Is is a brand called Bang, and it's an energy drink where the flavors are actually tasting like the actual thing that it shows on the label, kind of thing. And apparently, the store that was just opened in Calgary, and the location in Calgary that I know where it is Ambrose Circle on the southwest side of Calgary. So it's basically close to the Great Eagle Casino, but it's just up the next um, overpass from it, kind of a thing. You're like right beside uh, the Great Eagle Casino, but you pass the back side of it, kind of a thing, and you like go up and you keep going underneath the first tunnel. Then you go up to the second tunnel. You turn right to go up the ramp to go to the Ambrose Circle in order for you to get to the start, basically, is how I'm describing it anyway. But you can always Google that from your GPS. Like you can Google Ambrose Circle in the maps, and it will definitely pull it up really fast in a way. But you have to put in Calgary because there is another area that is like that, but in the United States. So we're not. So we're not. So basically, technically, if you're trying to find the store that I'm talking about, it's not in the United States. It's not at all in the United States. You have to find it in Calgary, Alberta. Okay, so don't try to find it in the United States. It'll take you forever trying to find it when it's probably not even a store in the United States. I don't know, but like, yeah. So there's that. So yeah, the prices there at the store that's in Calgary that I noticed is because I just went there today, so I viewed it. I actually should have actually no, I probably shouldn't have videotaped it because it's brand new. So they kind of iffy with those things. But um, yeah, the spread of the space for that store is crazy. From the outside, it looks like a tiny door, glass door, and tiny two windows. But as soon as you walk in, it's a whole nother level. Like it's well, it's not up. There's no upstairs. There's like a one level thing, but like literally, it would be the size of I don't know, like two wall span in an area. Like it's like I don't know, like um you have lots of movement. Like you can have your arms out, like that arm thing that some people do to measure things. Yeah, you can literally just stick your arms out, and basically you're not going to hit everything. That's how much roomy it is that you can walk around in, kind of thing. And then you also have so it's almost like somewhat in the layout of a 7-Eleven idea, but the one thing that they don't have at 7-Eleven is stuff for your laundry. They literally have laundry soap there, and they also have those sheets that you can throw in a dryer kind of thing. So that's another thing that they probably didn't have at 7-Eleven if you're wondering, that is. Anyways, so I yeah. So anyways, they are selling that. The reason why I know about the Bang thing is because I've seen so many video dialogues of YouTubers using the Bang energy drink as a provider for their videos so that they get actually people to watch them. And I don't know how that helps them, but according to what I watched, there's actually like a gazillion subscribers on one channel just because of that Bang energy ad, or them showing the cans in their videos kind of thing. So apparently that will give you a lot more subscribers than just talking about random things from what I saw. And yeah, so apparently they show off what they are on the video. Um, do like a shout out thing for them in a way, I think. In a way. But yeah, so I actually did get it today in that store to show you guys on what I'm not actually talking about, because sometimes if you don't have it with you for the video and you're talking about it, yeah, people wouldn't have a clue on what you're talking about because you're just like waving your hands randomly without having the thing in your hand. So that's one tip for new YouTubers, if they are new, that is. And if you are trying to show things on the video, you have to have them on hand so it's handy, so you don't have to get up during the video and then go out in another room and then come back and then sit back down, because then basically people will be watching nothing, and that's where you drop the audience views, because they are looking at nothing and it's just random wall that they're showing at or something. So those are the things that you need to worry about, kind of thing. And making sure that you have like very good lighting in the background so that they can see you slash hear you in a way of your vocal point on, like either it needs to be a microphone or something like that scenario, or have good lighting in the background, like one of those I don't know, those portable things that you can just stand in the background and have like a light in beside you, like on either side, so it focal points the light to you kind of way. And then there's also another idea that if you don't want to buy too expensive equipment, you can just hang up strands of these, like those like Christmas lights thing, whatever you can find at stores that have like those straining lights that has little either trinkets on them or not, but it actually has lights on them. Those would be good to use as a lighting thing because it gives you a really good light in a way. But it also decorates the area so that you have a good um, set in so that people actually watch you in a way. So that because if there's something that's in the randomly in the background that doesn't look fun for the people to actually look at, they will not actually watch the video period, and they'll go into something else. So that's another thing you need to look at. So like yeah, if there's like any decorative things you can find, or there's vinyls that you can stick up on the wall, or there's like there ornaments, stick ornaments on the lights. There's like anything basically decorative that you can find at stores. Just stick them to the walls, and you should be good, pretty much. Oh, and that's another thing you don't need to that you should not have. You know those automatic system lights where you go clap on, clap off thing, or those snappers where you snap on, snap off. Those probably would be a terrible idea to have as a lighting industry for you to do YouTube videos, because if you randomly do not clap, the lights will turn off during your video, and then you'll be in a pushback mode and people won't see you. They can hear you, but they can't see what you're doing and you're talking about. So the one good thing is that you need to have lights where they don't turn off randomly in the background, so that people were like, what just happened? Like they get so confused on why that would happen. I don't know why people do that, but I've seen it on a YouTuber thing. They actually had a automatic light system in their I think in the office area, and it randomly shut off. And then people were around commenting like crazy, saying, yeah, we can't see you. It's all black. So I have no clue what you're talking about. Kind of a thing. It was one of those really crazy videos that was cuckoo mode. So after seeing that, I just noticed that a lot of people needs more light and not a system where it turns off automatically. So yeah, that's a good tip also, apparently. Okay, anyways, I'll add to this thing. So this is what I got for from that store that's brand new. This was legit only $2 for this. Oops, I didn't need to throw that. I mean to yeah, so this is only like $2 for this thing. It literally has it literally is a smart charger, and you like I don't know, multi-port outlet thing that provides a faster charging as compared to a common charger, and it ensures quick charging while providing uh, your gadget to keep your gadgets safe. It doesn't overheat, and for a better experience, quick charge, and use a fast charge in USB cable for it. So basically, it will transport data. If you want to plug in your laptop to TV, this is the best brand to use, because if you have a Chromebook and not an actual MacBook or an Apple book, this would work for a Chromebook, because it's a you need a point point C adapter. C adapter. Hold on. Where's that? Something to do with C adapter, I think, is what it's called. TC. There we go. I said it wrong. TC adapter for it. So you need a TC cord for you to, like, if you want to hook up your computer to the TV for something, then you would be able to do that in a way. Okay, I'm just gonna point that there so it's less confusing for people, because I just noticed that there's a black spot right there. There we go. Okay, that's a little dotty. Why is there so many dots there? So many dots there and there. There we go. Doop-a-doop. Okay. I had to fix that because somehow there was a dark spot and I didn't notice until now. Okay. So this also is a dual port wall charger, and it literally has, like, it's a fast charging system too. So it charges your devices 3 times faster than a normal outlet power bar thing. So this would be a good brand to use, I find, because it literally even says in the top of the box, it even says power plus, and then it shows a lightning bolt in the middle of it. So that's how you know it's a good brand, because if it shows a lightning bolt, then you obviously know it's going to be like freakishly fast. Like, oh, I don't know, Pikachu. He's the one that actually has a stupid light bulb in his dumb tail thing that I know, because my sister is freakishly crazy about that one character. Well, actually, no. She's crazy about that character, plus she's also crazy about Batman, which I have no flipping clue why, but yeah. Anyways, yeah. So there's that. And then, so it literally charges, it's a world-class safety features. So that's even a good thing for people wise to use. So yeah, so it had charged USB or USB-C device simulation. So basically it has this thing. So it's like, literally it shows a USB port where you plug in, like, hold on. So it's like one of those things. So it's like this tip right here, right there, like that little square thing. And then you can, for the other outlet thing, it says that you can stick in a USB, something to do with the USB area for the second one, which is probably kind of cool, because I think some other people, if they have a Mac or I don't know, Mac. Oops, I forgot to take off my reading glasses. Oops. Mac laptops or an Apple laptop, or I don't know, Acer's or something like that. I don't know, something like that would probably have to use the second one, because it's a different outlet, I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't usually use those brands because I only know how to use a Chromebook. So I stayed with it from when I was in high school, because I've used it because we had a full cart full of laptops that were Chromebook brand for a whole entire class. And it was just in a cart, and it was in the classroom just for us. And all the other kids just used the computers from the library, whereas us, we had our own cart so that we would have computers in the classroom. And so it was almost like a kind of special thing in a way, so that if people would book the laptop things, you wouldn't be stuck with no having laptop, basically. I think that's why they did that. I don't know. I went to like a Catholic school, so I'm assuming that's what they did with the system. I don't know. I don't know. Some school systems are a little different with that criteria in a way. But yeah. So then it says, let's see, where's the other thing? Right here. So universal compatibility and hyper speed. So that's why it shows that lightning bolt, because it's hyper speed, almost as fast as like Pikachu, I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't watch the Pokemon stuff. I only know is that my sister is obsessed with the silly yellow little character thing from Pokemon. That's all I know. I know from off of her of what she tells me on what Pikachu does and says, I guess. Um, Actually, we were try to see if we could pronounce some of the words properly on what he does, and I don't know why we did that because I don't even watch that stupid thing in the first place. But she watches those things, so I just did that because she suggested that in a way. But yeah, so we were talking like I don't know in a couple of sentences where we just kept completely talked in Pikachu voice, where it was like those little I don't know those little tiny uh, um, notes where he would go say his name like 5 times I think in a row. But some people, if they know what he's talking about, um, they would know, I guess, how you would say it as in a way. I'm assuming. I have no clue. But yeah, so we would literally talk in that Pikachu's voice for, I don't know, a couple hours until we were like, okay, let's talk in English because this is going to confuse mom or anybody for that matter if they don't know what who that character is because Bailey only knows that character. So yeah, that's why we had to switch from that thing to the English because somebody actually walked into the room as soon as we were somewhat still talking in that voice and they're like stared at us like what are you doing. It was kind of a funny thing. So that's when I was like, okay, I think somebody's like in that room with us now. But yeah, so there's that. This is also a thing for Chromebook I got for my laptop because that's what I'm using for this video right now is a laptop. Anyways, so again, data transfer is this part. The other one is actually for super speed charging thing. This one, you plug that part into that one and it supercharges everything. Plus, it'll keep your laptop charged up 100 times you're doing stuff with the TV if you have to. Anyways, so yeah, another thing, fast charger, this scenario, and it's a 10-foot uh, meter one. So if you don't like too short of a cord, where then all of a sudden you have a kink in the cord and you accidentally almost like I don't know have to like be super close to the outlet so that you wouldn't um, get the cord yanked out of the laptop in a way. This probably would be a good length for you guys. That is, I'm assuming. That's if you wanted that long of a cord. But yeah, so it works for your phone, your computer, and your oh, I don't know. Let's see here. Um, yeah, 480 Mbps speed to transfer files. So if you have to transfer files off of something to another device, that would probably be a perfect brand for this. So it's called Isoc. Or is that a L? Hold on. This is why I have reading glasses because I'm not reading it properly. Okay, let's see. Oh, I did say it right. Oh my goodness. Look at that. I said it right with all my glasses on. Isoc. It is Isoc with a K. Okay. I thought I was saying it wrong because it looked like it was a different letter, but okay, never mind. I said it right. Okay, good. Actually, it looks like my eye thing is about to die, so this is a good time to use it. Let's see. It is hold on. Oh my gosh, that is such a tiny number. Oh my goodness, 16%. Okay, yeah, I might actually have to open this up, which is kind of funny because I already have it right here, so I can. Oh, and then another thing that they actually had at that store is even funnier. So they hold on. I'll read to you what they have in the kit because it's even funnier because the price is crazy too because it's super low too. So it really had flat needles, bobby pins, like they had like the pins that you stick in the wheel kind of thing, and then scissors, measuring tape, safety pins, and then buttons, and a thimble, and then threads, and then more threader, and then pins, and then some other things, but it got cut off when I was trying to like get this open. Anyway, trying to show you guys what it is in here. So Apparently they tape the sides of it when you get it, and I don't know why, unless if it's probably maybe like a boarding system where you have to like make sure things are completely shut, so it doesn't fall out during the process of going place to place, I'm assuming. But yeah, so there's the scissors and there's all that stuff. I don't know if you can see it. I'm kind of reflecting all the stupid light on this thing. Hold on. There we go. That's a better thing. There we go. I guess I had to put it at an angle, which is really dumb. But yeah, so there's all that stuff that's right there in that one kit. And it was only, I don't know, $1. I'm not sorry. Like, I'm not kidding. $1. It almost sound when I saw that number at the store, I literally thought it was gonna be like a dollar store thing, right? Because like dollar store, get it? Dollar store has the exact same number as number one. Okay. So, anyways, yeah. So dollar store actually has a lot of things that are like either $2 or $1 thing thingamajigger. So as soon as I saw that, I'm like, did they get this off in the dollar store? Like, seriously, this is only $1. This is cuckoo, right? Like, it should not be in that store. But then again, maybe some people need it, so that's also a funny thing that they actually had it in there. And this might be good for if you're a mascot or not. That might be help you to fix things here and there. If your person is not with you half of the time trying to fix things, that might be handy for you. That is if you're actually watching. I have no clue. I'm not seeing anybody watching it actually right now. So I don't know. Anyways, but yeah. I will grab that also. That actually needs to go there. Batteries. I'm talking about the really popular brand that most people actually grab from the Bunny commercial. Legit. This is the Bunny commercial. This was only $3 for this thing, and it's a AA package that has, I don't know, 4 pieces in it. Seems kind of cuckoo. For just 4 pieces in that thing, it's only $2. But if you actually needed it, it makes sense. But yeah, so I'm just saying that is a crazy thing to have. $2 for a battery, because if you get it from Walmart or any other places, I don't know, it's like close up to $50. Am I right? Yeah, I don't know. Nobody's commenting, so I don't know if I'm good. But anyways, I'm pretty sure someone will comment later though. If I know anything. Or comment later. Whoopsies. There goes the head. Uh-oh. No, I mean, not my head. Something else. I was going to show you something. But that didn't work. It keeps doing that. Oh my goodness. Ooh, what the heck was that from? Okay then. I just snapped some of the head off. Whoopsies. Okay. Yeah, this is why I don't like transporting this face to face, because the head keeps falling off this stupid thing. But anyways, I'll show that to you after showing the one thing I kept talking about. Anyways, I'll get right to it actually, because I've been talking to it for a while, haven't I? Anyways, okay, so there's 2 flavors that I got, because you know me, I love my cherry. So, yeah, so this is a Bane brand that I was talking about. Legit, this is Bane. Ta-da! I am not kidding. And I quote, this is legit the real thing from the United States thing that most YouTubers can only find in the United States. We actually have it in Calgary. Finally. I have literally been searching for this stuff nonstop, because I keep seeing silly video memes for this thing, and I can't find it because I'm in a different place. So it's awesome that I can actually have it. Finally, it's awesome, because I have wanted to try this thing, because I was worried that it might not taste like cherry, and it might taste like, I don't know, false sugary stuff, because sometimes that's what happens to energy drinks, is that they sometimes do false sugar stuff in it. But yeah, so it'd be intriguing to test it out. That is for sure. And so it really legit. It says life and extreme sports and Bang to extreme energy sounds to live the life extreme chances. Like, literally, that's exact same thing as what the person said on the video. Like, oh my word, the exact same words. Anyways, so this is legit the Bang brand thing. I have two of them because the other one I saw was a sour one, and I usually don't like eating sour things. So I'm pretty sure I'm not going to like the tasting of the sour thing if it's going to be sour. So, yeah, I just grabbed the sweetest ones that I found there. I think they were missing one because there usually is a birthday cake one, a fruit punch one, the cherry one, and then the blueberry blast thing. Then there's also, and I quote, I don't know how the heck they came up with this, but they have red velvet in a drink. Like, who does that? It's so cool. I was wondering if they had that, but like, yeah, I didn't see it there at the time. So I'm assuming they might get more maybe next week when the shipment comes, I'm assuming. But yeah, so that'd be kind of cool if they actually have it. Because I am really intrigued on to see if red velvet actually tastes like red velvet, but in a drink version. Like, that's insane. I've never heard of a red velvet in a drink before. I've only heard of like red velvet cupcakes, red velvet cakes, red velvet, I don't know, baguettes, red velvet, like, because of like Paris and that kind of stuff, you would have like those kind of things. So I know about that, but like never have I heard it in a drink. It's kind of funny. But yeah, so there's cherry blade blast thing, and it literally says energy drink blossom. So I'm assuming it's gonna taste like a blossoming effect. I'm assuming. But yeah, this is legit the brand, the exact brand that person posted on YouTube from the United States, I think. Because I have, yeah. Anyway, so this is blueberry or berry blast, and it literally has, like, look at these details. It looks so cool. It has the B and a big letter B right here. Then it has almost look like a target thing in the middle. I have never seen a can where it looks like a bullseye of a target thing, like a bow and arrow thing. Like, this is the only brand that I've seen where it has this like this. Like, it's so funny. I find that hilarious because actually my uncle had this target things on top of a baling thing because he did a lot of hunting with my dad on horseback ride to the at the Otinda, and basically for practice rounds at the farm, he would let me do practice rounds on the barrows with the bow and arrows because it was his. But no, now he's no longer alive. I don't think anybody touches them except for me. So yeah, from time to time I tend to like go over there and like practice them here and there, but that's not very often because it's in Airdrie and it's very far in the countryside. She almost is over by a superstore in a way. Then you have to go past the superstore in order to get to her. Like, it's kind of weird on how to get to her, but like, yeah. Anyways, but yeah. So I'm the only one that touches the bow and arrow at that place, and I think my auntie decided to sell two of them, the bows and the arrows, at a garage sale. So I'm hoping there is still one there at the house because I actually still do sometimes practice here and there. But because like nobody actually takes me out on hunting events or anything like that because when I was little, and again, I was really little. I was so bad. My dad decided to tell me that I should stay underneath a tarp and hide. And then as soon as I saw the geese land or was about to land, I saw him about to like, I don't know, aim the gun at them kind of a thing. And since I am such an animal lover, I was like, there ain't no way I'm going to let him shoot one of those things because they're geese. They're the main reasons why we look to them at the sky to figure out if it's winter, starting to winter, or not, right? So that was my scenario when I was little, and I was like, I don't know, 4. So instead of hiding in that tarp, well, I had hid in there for a little bit, and then as soon as I saw Melted Land and him with the gun thing scenario, I literally ran out from that area and was like, go geese, go, he's gonna kill you, go. Like, I was literally yelling that 3 times, and they actually listened. They took off super fast as soon as I did that. So I was like kind of a happy camper, and then I was like do kind of thing, going back to him anyway. But yeah, my dad was more angry after I did that more so than anything. But yeah, I saved the geese because, again, like I'm an animal lover. I don't like animals getting killed or seeing them in harm's way, or if they're like in agonizing pain from somebody hurting them. I will drop everything I have and run to them as soon as I see that and try to help as best as I can, just to make the animals more really comfortable and that scenario and stuff. Yeah, that's what pretty much I will do. Yep, pretty much. But yeah, so there's those B brand things and stuff. Like it's so insane. I've never seen an energy where it has everything in 0 calories, 0 glucosamine, 0, like everything has 0 in this thing. It's crazy. But yeah, and it even says destiny. So it's even funnier that it says that. But yeah, so those are the 2 things that I wanted to show. And there is a teriyaki Vietnamese thing from there also that is, I don't know, $3 from this too. And it's like this size. Same size as you would normally get it from like Walmart or something. But at this place, it is literally only $2 for this thing. It's awesome. Especially when you don't have very much money in your account. Oh, you're like broke? I don't know. Some people, if they're broke or like they are bankrupt in a way scenario, that would be probably a best bet to go off of, I think, because it's less. I even found a jam that was only $2 too. Like seriously, it's strawberry jam. You can't go around with that. I already have peanut butter, but like now I can do that peanut butter and jam thing. And my sister, she would be here. She'd be doing that silly song. And I'm assuming you guys would know that song where it's like, oh, I don't know, peanut butter jelly time, peanut butter jelly time, that thing where he goes like on the loop kind of thing. I think it's either from Crazy Frog or something. I don't know. Something to do with one of those crazy artisty things that does that. Of course, there's a honey that literally is the shape of a bear. I have never seen a honey that's shaped as a bear. I've only seen like bucket ones where it's like legit this big of a bucket and then you have to hold it with a dumb handle. Like that's too heavy to carry around. But yeah, bear, that is so cool because my dad's spirit totem is legit actually a bear. So whenever I go to the mountains, like in Banff, as soon as if I actually do see a sighting of a bear, I will like, that will be my dad walking around kind of a thing in an animal's protective wise, or actually no, native protective in a wise, because I am actually part native. I'm part native, part Scottish, part Irish, part French because of my silly last name. Ugh. Anyways. Yeah, so Scottish, Irish, native because my auntie's native on that scenario, and then Ukrainian because my other auntie has a big, humongous Ukrainian family. Then my nana has, I don't know, some kind of military family. There's like, I don't know, 3 generations of like military people in that perspective. So yeah. And then like, cause like my great grandfather was like, she actually has a portrait to this day of mounted on a horse. And it was like one of those time frames where I had like the sword / gun thing attached to one scenario. So that's how old the portrait is of a scenario. Then of course my uncle was a captain of like an army persuades and stuff. So whatever you would be told by him, you'd have to be told by him because if you didn't get told, if you didn't do what your captain would say in the army, you would be cut right off, right as soon as you, right off from the get go, as soon as you don't listen. Because in the military, and if you're in the battlefront, you gotta listen, otherwise you're gonna get killed, right? Like it's a fire hazard out there. There's so many things on the go, bombs, guns, everything on the go, kind of thing. So yeah, that's where you have to really, really listen to your captains on that scenario, because they know the drills. If they say what needs to be done on so that you survive or so that you don't get hit, you gotta listen, because otherwise you're gonna be dead. Pretty much in that scenario if you don't listen. Yeah. So there's that scenario. Plus, there's always a scenario where people are saying, well, if you're in military, you always have this the bad juju afterwards, where you still have the military swing of everything, of like the same routine and everything, kind of like that, and you're still a yellish scenario. Yeah. Well, my uncle doesn't like that after he was not in the army anymore, kind of a thing. He still somewhat did like that walking stance thing where you like swing your arms back and forth when you're walking, kind of thing. But that's the only thing that I saw him actually kind of do in a way. But there are certain times where if you do, and it's hard to get uncle get that mad unless if he doesn't have his coffee in the system. That's where it's kind of iffy. But yeah, so that's the only time that he would get mad scenario. Anyway, it depends on what it was, kind of thing. Yeah, I learned that the hard way actually, because my cousin had their dog in the yard, and my cousin decided to go out from the gate and completely forgot their dog was in the dumb gate or in the backyard. So he basically didn't close the door fast enough. The dog came running out and went to over the chicken coop, basically took the chicken and brought it over to me, and I don't know why, but I had to call the dog to make him stop, because I didn't want him to kill the chickens, because we use them to sell eggs to a whole lot of people, because some people were like vegan in a way, so they'll come to my auntie to buy eggs off of her. So I had to stop that right away so that we could still sell eggs in a way. um and yeah, so that dog literally was grabbing the chicken by the neck and was like literally would not let go. I was literally trying to like pry the jaw of the dog's mouth with I had like this piece of wood that was thin. I literally tried putting that through his jaw, trying to get it open, and then squeezing his nozzle up, kind of a thing, in order to get out. He wouldn't budge. He would not budge. I was so worried that he was gonna kill the chicken. Like, oh my word. So then I ended up yelling to somebody to go get uncle in a way. And so then uncle came out, and for some odd reason that dog actually let him take this chicken out of the thing, when I literally was trying everything in my willpower, trying to get the damn chicken out of his stupid mouth. And by the time that uncle came out and took the chicken out of his mouth, I think he was dead. Still, like literally, his jaws was locked in a way. And this was like, oh, I don't know, those hunting dogs. No, not kind of the little, those big dogs that are like speckled, I think. My sister would know these breeds. I suck at those. But yeah, so that kind of dog is basically what basically they had, which was a terrible idea to have at that farm, kind of a thing, in that scenario. Because otherwise that would have not happened in that way. But yeah, so yeah, basically uncle literally had to check the chicken to see if it was still alive or not, and it wasn't. And yeah, he was slash mad slash sad in a way because of there goes the money out of the drain scenario, because that's what they usually have for money to like sell chickens in a way, or not chickens, I mean sell eggs in a way. So that was kind of where it kind of got him a little frustrated slash crying-ish in a way. But other than that, that was the first time that I actually saw him in his military mode for that moment, in a way. Before then, I've never saw him once being in his military mode other than the walking stance kind of thing. But that's it. Yeah, so it was kind of funny. Then this also is I want to know $3 also at that place. Yeah, there's so many things that was like $3 or $4 or something like that. It's kind of crazy. Anyways, but yeah. So that was cuckoo mode. And yeah, I better plug this in because it seems my thing keeps notifying me that my thing's about to die apparently. And then in a scenario. The only fun part about my uncle, since he was in the army and stuff, since it was like a 3 generation thing of the army wise, because my uncle was in the army, then my great grandfather was in the army when I had those guns slash weapons things attached to one thing scenario. Yeah, my uncle taught me the rope stance things, or like the rope thing, like where you like, I don't know, like you do those knots, you like try those knots out or something, like those crazy knots in a way. Okay, I'm starting to think I grabbed the wrong cord again. Did I grab the wrong? Oh my gosh, this is like for my phone. Uh-oh. Well, that didn't work. So much for grabbing that. At least that's a fresh charger now. To transfer stains off of, but yeah, that's not good. Although this might actually power this might work though still, because it said that this thing was. Where the heck did it go? Oh. Oopsies! I'm dropping everything today. Oopsies. Okay, got that. Got that. And get that there. Wait. Okay. I think this will work. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I need to grab my cord. I'll be right back. Ooh. Okay. There we go. Stick that there. Ooh, it says blue. That's cool. Okay. Hey, now I don't have to plug it into the TV anymore. Sweet. That makes it easier. This makes it a lot easier for my computer then, because I've been charging my computer the whole entire time on my TV more so than anything because of it. Let's see if this will work. Oopsies, needed that. That was my Christmas tree. Oopsies. And the ornament fell. Of course it did. Okay, there we go. Let's see if this will work. This will work now, hopefully. Let's see here. Now, the power outlet thing said it was supposed to charge your computer super fast, I think, is what it says. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, I know. Do. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. Anyways, okay. So there's that. Now it should be charging now because I got my computer hooked up to my power bar that said supposed to. I wonder if I had this the wrong way. Hold on. Let's see. Have it the wrong way? Nope. The other way. Okay. Oops. I did. because I don't really know. Do I put anything on first? Or just automatically works as soon as you plug it in? So no glue. It's new. New thing. Okay. Anyways, there we go. That's still not a fucking me. Yeah. Okay, got it. Okay, there we go. Anyways, so yeah, if you liked any of that stuff that I talked about, or was still someone talking about, anyway, yeah, just let me know if I should do more either opening things and telling you guys on what store's new, what store's not new, anyway, or well, I don't know, anything like really that might be sounding fun to do or not. I don't know. That never surprises me because YouTube has so many things on the go. So it wouldn't surprise me that there's so many things to do on YouTube. That is. Anyways, I will. Lastly, but not lastly, talk about the statue that I was gonna talk about. This is the legendary Michael Jackson himself as a statue that he got. And I actually had to, I don't know, I went to Las Vegas for this because, yeah, where I'm at would not definitely sell this at all at. I think since it was in Las Vegas, it was considered as pesos. I can't remember how much the pesos were. I thought maybe this would show it on here. But yeah, I don't know. This was officially made by the looks of it in 2009. But if it says 2009 originally made for this thing, I would have been 9 years old when they made that thing. Because I was I'm born in the 2000 era, so every last digit I would always change pretty much. So that's how I know the math scenario and how old I am. It's pretty simple. Anyway, kind of helps me in a way on how old I am. Other people, yeah, I wouldn't have a clue. No idea. Oh, and then this one. I was going to show you this one. I actually made this handmade, pretty much. Handmade this. So, as you can see, I don't know if you can see this properly. Hold on. Might have to do this again. There we go. I think this might show it. Oh no, I don't know. I might have to do it this way. Yeah, so this thing is off of Diagon Alley. In a scenario. So it's like one of those set pieces you would make your own town kind of scenario where there's like, well, you would have to like add more sets to it. But I just made this one because I figured it was kind of cool because it shows Bellatrix right here, then the little Hagrid right here, and then it shows like the front of the wand place where Harry Potter got his first wand in this scenario. And if I turn this backwards, it even shows the opening of the thing. Look at this. Does that look like a replica of this stuff from like Harry Potter's point of view, I think? Hold on, I'm trying to like angle it in a good way so that people can see it. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out a way to see it. Show it. Come on. Don't be so squinty on me. Come on. Do I have to go further? There we go. There we go. So there's a little Harry right there. And then the bunch of like that scenario. So there's Harry right there. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm holding it with the wrong hand for this. It's not being so difficult, camera. Quit squinty mode. It's in the right spot. Calm down. Okay, so there's Harry right there beside the guy that's about to give him the wand scenario. And then look at all the other shelves. Does that not look uncanny to what that Diagon Owly had for us inside of it? I don't know. I've actually never been to that place. I wouldn't know. I only know what I have seen off of the movie. So I actually never been to that place before. But I'm assuming this is almost like the movie in a way from the movie set. I'm hoping it is because I put a lot of work in there. I literally took 2 weeks making this thing. That's how long I took. It took me forever trying to make this thing. Because it is actually out of cardboard, by the way. Literally everything. All these little tiny pieces from the roof to the top to the bottom. All these little details is made out of cardboard that I did. I mean, used, not did. But yeah, so, and then the other thing that I had to do was, of course, I had to paint it so it looked like the textures of the Zet scenario, right? Like the curtains, it had to look like a bluey thing, then it had to look this thing, then it had to look this thing, then it had to have this thing, and it had to, so many things. And then even the wand parts, like I had to, I don't know, use a very, very thin, and tiny little doodad in order for me to do those little tiny little trinkets right here. Because look at this. This is so tiny, literally. Look how tiny these things are. These wand things all look so tiny in this scenario. But if you actually went to Diagon Alley, it probably looked a lot bigger in person, probably. But I'm just saying, this is a small scale, my version of a Diagon Alley set piece from, and I quote, the Harry Potter edition set. So I'm hoping I did this properly. I don't know. I literally was doing it off by what I remembered off of by watching the movie, because I have it. I have the one Harry Potter from the Philosopher's Stone is what I have from the first franchise. And then the rest of them I actually had to buy because I didn't actually have them. I only had the first one. So yeah, I had to figure out how to do this some of the stuff. So I had to like figure out certain ways on how to draw things to get it the right sizing scenario / to make it on point in a way so that I would get all these little details in the right spot and put them in the right spot, because I think there was a certain way they had the inside of that layout for the set in the movie a little organized in a way of a different scenario kind of way.
I'm just gonna close the door.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then there's the what? Security did?
Oops.
Well, I don't know. There was a security person there. Okay, now I don't know if I did the Bellatrix person right, but I'm hoping I did. Yeah, so there's the Bellatrix person there. And then there's those detailing / words thing right there. But this is all cardboard though. All these things, all including Hagrid and this bag, and then her.